I seen someone say, is she okay? She went quiet. She had to answer a call real quick, so she can still hear the live, but she's not responding because she's on a call, but she can still hear what's being said.
I mean, there's books you can like. I will give her a list of the books that I read. All that. If you're not a reader, movies that'll make you, songs that'll make you think of like getting out, and you know what I'm saying. Finding yourself.
Yeah, it's from my understanding, and talking to Haley for the last 2 days, she has absolutely been using the tools that CPS has given her.
I'm sorry. OG, have you checked on Haley? I think it's time to drop everybody and let Haley finish telling her truth.
All right, I'm gonna drop.
I've been,
Thank you, ladies, for coming up. I appreciate you.
yes,
Smash,
Megan,
I'm sorry. You were absolutely fucking wrong for what you just did.
I have. I'm still talking to her.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's.
I don't know what happened, but I still stand. Can I please just, Haley, honest to God, if there's anything I can absolutely help you to do in the near future with your children, with yourself, anything, I promise you I have no ill intent. None. And I mean, that's just it. I have no ill intent at all because this has gone on for too long. Megan, OG, thank you for hosting this and giving her voice. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up. Yeah, thank you. Just mute Smash. She could sit back and listen. She wants answers, fucking questions, fucking answers. She could ask Bougie.
So I don't feel that Smash asking questions is a problem. I will remind you, Smash, that it was Bougie helping Florida Man put together that shit for your kids, girl.
OG, may I ask you a question? Could you please clarify on the receipts that Smash is asking for? What receipts does she want?
From my understanding, she's asking for the receipt that the children did get removed from Bougie's care last night and put in into a non-disclosed foster care.
Why are we questioning that?
I'm not questioning it because I know it's true.
I'm just saying, in general, this is this young girl's truth, right? You guys don't want to listen to it, then please kindly exit fucking left. Because Bougie is in your ear lying to you, Smash, right? You're going to come up here and start questioning this young lady. You want receipts, you want receipts, you want receipts. Smash, take your receipts and shove them up your fucking ass. Shame on you for fucking doing what you just did in this fucking box.
I guess I'm kind of like bored, really. Because I know, Megan, you weren't on the first call when this was brought up, but I know you were on there today when it was brought up. And I defended Smash and letting her know that, hey, you got caught in the crossfire. And that's not the type of person that, Smash is, but this is what your mom and Florida Man were doing to her. And Haley's exact words were, oh, so she was just reacting to what was done, by them. And I said, yeah. I will tell you guys, Haley calls me daily. And the first words out of her mouth today was, and you could tell she was in tears. And she said, I'm sorry, I'm just really depressed. I received a text that my children were put in foster care.
Yes, please share this live to whoever you like.
Bougie, you're an asshole. Calling CPS on your daughter to get your grandkids and then turning around and blackmailing your daughter and having her come take care of the kids. And that's probably Haley calling back right now. It is. Hi, honey.
Hey, what I miss?
Well, we're still on live right now. Do you want me to swipe
No,
out?
I'm so she wasn't in here. I'm so glad she wasn't in here for that. Let's not do that right now.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Smash is being an asshole.
Oh God.
I mean, just bluntly putting it, Smash's or your mom, I believe, is in Smashley's ear, trying to say that the children didn't get removed last night and all of that.
Oh my God! Let me see if the text message sent to you.
So yeah, actually, you guys, I do have the text now. I have the text, which is the same exact text that Haley read to me as soon as she called me.
Smash, stay out of my inbox. Stop it.
Because my mom's the one that created all that drama between me and her. Like,
Haley, honey, I was reading the text when you first started saying that. I'm back in the live to where you can be heard now, so go ahead, honey.
I think, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would be. I mean, I do, because at the end of the day, like, nobody knows me, but my mom is the same person who came to me and said that Smash was like posting my kid all around the internet. Not telling me that she actually was posting Smash's kids all over the internet. So it's like, she needs to remember who she's dealing with. You know, I mean, she doesn't know me, you know, so, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. People are going to believe what they want to believe. It is what it is. I'm not looking for any kind of
validation from anybody on this app.
Yeah, I'm not. Because I know what's in front of me. Right. And I know what I'm dealing with. So, you know, it is what it is.
I agree, Ellie. I wouldn't either.
When you say, like, you knew your mom, or your mom was, right, putting these people on the internet, or their children on the internet, was I ever mentioned? Or Holly?
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear.
Hold on, you guys. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. Hold on, Retina. Don't say anything. Haley, don't say anything. Hang on, because you guys won't be able to hear each other. 1 second.
Okay. Can you hear me?
What's everybody having for dinner?
Okay, there we go. I'm back. So, Retina, she can hear you now, and Haley, she can hear you now.
Haley, just real out of context, right? Like, I can watch all the comments here and see who has been affected, not been affected, or real life been affected by your mother. I'm just honestly curious. Do you know Retina or Holly Mae by, like, name from your mother?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of y'all's names, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. But
So
it's so many names I can't keep up with, but I've heard, like, I definitely have heard your names, especially Holly Mae, yeah.
Especially Holly. So it's just, like, weird to me, like, right? Like, if I say, hey, everybody listen to this live, listen to what Haley's saying, and you'll get the gist of, you know, talking about me and Holly Mae. But the fact is, your mom, like, went past that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Haley, I was just reading. You guys, I'm going to swipe out real quick so you guys can't hear this part, because hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Anyways, what's everybody having for dinner? I have a turkey sandwich with mozzarella cheese and mayonnaise.
I have some boneless bones I need to cook in my microwave, or not my microwave. Jesus Christ, my air fryer.
Oh, lovely.
I've been distracted, Megan.
No.
I have been distracted since I got home. I'm not gonna lie.
What has been distracting you?
You bitch.
Aren't you glad?
I know. I love it and I hate it. I love it and I hate it. You know, MJ is not gonna go live, so I'm like, you know what? Megan's been best bet.
Yep.
I haven't seen no wig. I'm just saying.
You know, I was thinking about doing that, but I thought this was too serious of a conversation to do all that.
I actually appreciate you for not doing that.
Yeah.
It is, because Megan, I'm not gonna lie, you were one of those people that thought I was full of shit about all of this.
Wait, what am I?
I said,
No, you're muted, girl.
stop calling me. You were one of the people, you know, that thought I was a little too much in the situation, right? Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like,
yeah, because I'm confused on what you're trying to say. What do you mean?
I'm confused. Turn some music on.
Okay. Do we want to watch the bougie video again? Here, let's watch the famous bougie. Be so fucking for real. Let's watch that clip.
Okay, couple things. So the reason why I just went out to say this is because this is heartbreaking. All right. Above the message between Haley and the worker, I seen a screenshot. Okay. All of us are moms in here. A lot of us are moms, right? And let me ask y'all something. If your children text you and say like, good night, love you, do you respond back and say good night, love you?
Absolutely.
So I was reading the message from the worker, right? And above I noticed a screenshot that Haley has told me that the worker asked for because Bougie was lying about, you know, Haley living there. And the screenshot caught my eye. And Bougie says to Haley, keep in mind this was sent again so that it could show that Haley wasn't lying, that Bougie was lying, and that Haley was living there the whole time because Bougie was blackmailing her to live there. So it says, please shut the garage door. Haley says, KK. Haley says, I'll be on the way in like 30 minutes. Bougie said good night with a pink heart. Haley says, good night, love you. Bougie responds, early morning in the morning, so I'll take Bree while you get the kids dressed, and when I come back, I'll take them. I swiped out because I just wanted to confirm, like, as a mom, Bougie, how do you ignore your child telling you love you?
That part.
Is it a good idea to
Anyways, let's get that bougie clip while we wait. What was that?
Let's go, girls.
What was that?
Let's go, girls.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The car just started outside of my house.
187 people heard it.
Don't spread a false narrative. That was the car starting up in my neighbor's garage, by the way. But go ahead, Dora. Go ahead. Say what you want, girl.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Okay, hold on. So I have the screenshot from the worker. I just cropped out the number and everything. I'm sitting here kind of conflicted on if I should show it or not. My question is, Smash, is it Bougie that's telling you in your inbox that the kids didn't get removed because I had already seen this when I answered your question, and now I have a physical copy of it. Yeah, I don't think so either, Boots. But Bougie, stop lying to Smashley.
We all know it's Bougie in her inbox.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because Haley said that. Remember when she said that Bougie told her that she reached out to Smashley and worked out an agreement to have the kids, pictures taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show it, you guys.
I don't think it should be shown.
Well, what are the cons of showing, or the cons of showing?
I mean, being as it's from a worker, Haley, I wouldn't show it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't show it.
Makes sense. Well, I guess people are just gonna believe what they want to believe, but I damn sure would not be lying about my kids being in some stranger's house right now.
Right.
That's the last thing in this world that I want.
As being a foster care parent, anything when it comes to DSS or police officers or anything with the authorities like that, never show screenshots. Smash wants to see proof and all this stuff. She can shove it right up her butt because she knows it's true. And she knows who she's hearing it from is nothing but a lying sack of BS.
Right.
So whatever you do, don't show anything when it comes down to any kind of document with that, just to protect yourself on that. Because everything else is...
Or honestly, Smash, why don't you just ask my mom to, FaceTime me with my kids? I doubt she'll be able to do that because my kids are not there.
Facts.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind my kids. I would love for my kids to be there over a stranger. You know what I mean? Not because I know my mom will never beat my kids. I mean, she may be mean, but I don't have to worry about my mom physically hurting my kids. And as a mom, that's just my fear when it comes to strangers and foster care. Also, you hear shit about people who are actually not good people, and they do all these horrible fucking things, and it's just a fear of mine. And I just...
Haley, I also want you to realize too, love, is that she can't hear me.
She can hear you. She can hear you, honey.
Okay. When it comes down to this, you gotta also imagine your mom, quote unquote, helped you out, had custody for a little bit, temporary custody.
No, she didn't have. She didn't have temporary custody. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No,
I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I just want to make sure the words are used correctly, because custody is such a big that just sounds.
So
permanent.
what did she have then?
Emergency foster. She was the emergency foster parent. Yeah.
And their state is called emergency foster.
Yeah. She just, if it wasn't her, they would have put them with a foster parent of their choice.
Yep.
But it wasn't anything like custody involved. My custody is just on standby until I like to use the word standby because I haven't lost my rights or anything.
Right.
But also, I just have to do what they tell me to do. And
exactly. I'm from South Dakota wise, so that's how we say it, is temporary custody, which isn't, your rights aren't taken away. But anyway, you have to also realize as your DSS or whatever facility you guys go to, if it's DSS or the other one, I can't remember the other name of it. Anyway, they're also looking at your mom took them in to help. And then now she just called and literally threw them out. where that looks 10 times worse on her than it ever will on you.
Yeah.
So I want you to keep that in mind.
Yeah. I
And
mean, they're just like, she completely lied to them about me staying there. And then she just lied to them again, saying I just randomly showed up and tried to take my son, which was not the case at all. So I
right,
had to set the record straight. And I knew I was putting myself at risk because I had been staying there knowing I wasn't supposed to. But I
right.
had to do it.
But you already have the proof that she's said, you know, to come take care of your kids and all this stuff, where you went back to
Yeah.
do that. So you're showing that you're, you know, up and beyond. Like, basically, screw this, I'm going to be here for my kids. So that's going to show
Yeah.
them as well. Just keep your head on straight. But in all honesty, it shows, I'm going to say it wrong, negligence. I can never say
Negligent.
that word. Thank you. I can never
Negligent,
say that
yeah.
word right. On your mother. And with that being said, they're going to take a lot of what she has said and really look back at it and go, we're going to have to think about this a little bit more and do a little bit of research, because she just threw these kids, which, in all honesty, I've been scared that how she's treating you. And when you're not around, is she not, I'm not saying abusing or anything, but is she mistreating your children because they're stepping in the way from her controlling you?
Well, that's
Right.
what Boots kind of their argument was about the other day, is that her son, uh Bougie, thought that her grandson left the door open, and it was actually Haley that had the door open. And Haley heard the way that Bougie was talking to her son, and Haley didn't like it because she said she was cussing at him.
Mhm.
And she said, you know, why are you cussing at my child? Like, don't talk to him like that. That's what started it. And then Haley looks over and Bougie's recording Haley.
It's going to be 10 times easier for you to get your children back with them being with a foster care parent instead of a blood guardian.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. And it's funny because in the beginning everyone was saying it the opposite way. Like, oh, your kids are with family, it should be easier now. But now that everything's hit ahead, now everyone's just like, okay, they're gonna be with a foster parent, which should be easier for you now to get your kids back because you don't have this woman trying to sabotage your reunification.
Correct.
So
And then they'll
I do
probably sit
feel a
there.
little bit better
Mhm.
about it. I mean, yeah, it sucks to not know where your kids are. It's like the worst feeling in the world. Like, I can't eat, I can't sleep, my anxiety is like through the roof. But I know as long as I do what I'm supposed to do and I don't give up, I will have my kids back and we can just leave this all behind us and live our life.
And just breathe, because it's going to take time, and they're going to probably sit there and make you do supervised visitations to make sure to see how you are. And then they'll do like unsupervised, where that's more of getting you reunited with your kiddos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Boots.
And like the
Keep,
good part is like I ended up finding a place and I door I don't know, am I allowed to say what I do for a living or no?
yeah.
Or should
I mean, if you want, you
DoorDash?
don't have to tell anybody what you
Yeah,
do.
it's not necessarily like I work anywhere. I just DoorDash and I DoorDash my ass off. And I was able to save up some money and I found a little place to rent. So, I mean, my attorney said that's good too because, you know, they're saying that I can have my own place and then my kids can come home to me and, you know, it's just a good start.
you're on
Right.
the right track.
When I-
Keep it up, and don't let this person, I know she's your mother, and I know when you're sick or you just need to talk, that it's nothing like, you know, hearing your mom. I get that, but your mom is hurting you.
Hey,
So,
Boots,
Yeah.
keep talking. Haley's gonna be able to hear you, but you're not gonna be able to hear her for a second. But go
oh,
ahead,
that's fine.
keep talking real quick.
But like I said, you're doing, you know, what you need to be doing. You're on the right track. Don't let Bougie, I understand that she's your mother and you're going to want her when you're sick or you have questions or anything. Go to grandma, go to her, completely take Bougie out of being your mom. She's doing nothing but hurting you. And if you need anything, the girls that are up here, they'll be like your second mom. They'll always be here. These girls won't sit there and turn your back like your mother has. And with all the negative people that are around this app, don't listen to them. Don't let anybody take away what you're doing and working on getting your kids. And there's other things that you can do instead of DoorDash. I know there's that thing that you can do to go shopping for older people that ain't gonna lie, it kind of sounds like fun because I don't like shopping myself. Just saying. Rutina, did you fall asleep?
All right,
I
sorry,
feel
you guys.
like
No,
They
you're
can
good.
hear you. They can hear you now, Haley.
okay. I've had a lot of free time on my hands, unfortunately. So like I've just been focusing on saving up money so when my kids do come home, it will be, easier. And I know I'm not gonna have all this free time, so I'm like, well, might as well use it and make some money.
You know, the crazy thing, well, not crazy, but what I can say, you guys, is that, Haley's not had her children. And you would think that, a lot of people, a lot of parents would be out partying or doing whatever. I can tell you this, she has spent the last couple of nights on the phone with me, late into the evening until I go to bed. She's not one of those parents that's like, oh, I don't have my kids, cool, I'm fucking going out and I'm partying.
Yeah.
Which says a lot, especially for a parent her age.
Yeah, I can't I can't find the joy in anything right now. Knowing that my kids are going through what they're going through. So finding anything enjoyable is just not happening at the second.
Well, because correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't this whole time, like when you were in the Carolinas, it was just you and your kids, and I mean, obviously, their dad, but you didn't have like your mom and stuff there anyway. So it's not like you were a parent to go out and party anyhow.
Never. It was just me and my kids. I never put them in daycare. We never went to school. We just, we did our own thing. And I know it's really hard for them, and I know they don't understand what's happening. Like, where's mom? And even up until this point, the last couple of days, I've been taking care of them. I've been with them.
Right.
So, I can only imagine how they're feeling, because not only are they separated from me, they've been staying at my mom's, and my other daughter's been with them, and now they're moved to a stranger. I'm sure they're just like, what the fuck?
Speaking of, shit, you just said something, and it made me think of something we had talked about on the phone.
There's somebody else that just made a comment that's a really good idea for you too, Haley, is ask CPS or DSS, whoever you have down there, is there any classes that I can take that I can go ahead and, be proactive on getting my kiddos back? Like, to being proactive, like, is there anything that I can do to change to make this system, so I can get my kiddos back? And then when you're home alone too, and you don't have your kiddos, get a notebook. And this is one of my favorite things since my mom has been, she's been deceased, but is reading a little, because she always carried a little notebook around and just once like a good memory, and then just wrote it down. And to me, even though I'm older, like I read it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I remember that. Granted, your kiddos are a little bit younger, but knowing that since you guys were apart, that you were always on their mind. So when they get older, they can be like, this is what happened when you were younger, but this is how much it hurt me, and this is how much I thought about you guys. Like, you were always on my mind. That wasn't a party where I can just be like, woo, I just have a free babysitter for a couple weeks or months,
Another thing is you had said something about, you didn't put them.
How do you guys like them? I'm gonna put them out real quick. She does not need people on TikTok.
But also, I'm kind of,
You got this for a hot second. I have to go potty.
Yeah.
okay. I don't know if I had an emotional reaction and I misinterpreted what Smash was trying to do because I didn't like her tone. But, like, Smash does tend to ask questions without telling why. It's usually to, like, silence naysayers, so maybe that's what she was trying to do. I kind of want to give her the benefit of a doubt because I feel bad for, like, losing my shit in the comments.
I'm not giving Smash the benefit of the doubt. For her to ask for receipts on something like this is this young girl's story. This is her truth. This is what it is, right?
I don't like her being questioned at all. I did not agree with that, especially when you know what Bougie is. Like, come on. She's lied about worse. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's very true.
But yeah. And so I just feel bad for getting wild in the comments on a topic so heavy. But, like, that tone enraged me. I saw red.
A lot about other people and their kids, so I don't feel bad if whether it's true or not. I don't feel bad.
Emotional reaction.
Because Bougie said worse about people with no proof that was not true.
Was the tone out of line?
No, I think a lot of people agreed with Smash and how wrong she was for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, and but you know. And it's just, there's a pattern also of trying to tear down victim stories, too, that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to tell Haley about Virgo, because she's been trying to tell her in the comments, but Virgo would be a great person. She has a plethora of resources in any state.
Yeah.
And I could bet a year's wages that no matter whatever Haley told her about her situation, it would never come out. Virgo would never repeat it to anyone else.
Not the place to be reaching out for.
And
I mean, I've made great friends on TikTok. No, God, no.
And also there's a plethora of
she just suggests Mallory. Oh, God. She just lost all credibility with me.
The mental and emotional count, too. You know?
Oh, my God.
I agree with that as well.
Girl, you lost all any credibility you had when you said Mallory is a good one.
You can tell her when she comes back, but she definitely, Virgo would be a great person. And I understand
she's going to hang on to that forever.
I know Mallory looks like she has a lot of mess around her.
She does.
That's other people creating mess for her mostly.
No, she creates her own mess.
Won't shut up no matter how much you want her to. She's going to say what she has to say. But like, it is what it is. But Mallory definitely could help with the DV part, and like, because there's so much nuance to it.
Mallory knows. Mallory has never said anything that gives any reason to believe she has any experience with DV.
And it's safe for
I don't know her history, but I've never heard her say anything about. Or I've never seen it.
Put you in a situation.
My mom did the same thing to me. My mom got up in a court and lied for my ex-husband.
Probably one of Mallory's mods, if I had to guess.
So I know what she's feeling. That's a betrayal that never heals.
Oh yeah, Mallory knows everything about everything.
So I mean, we get along fine now just because I went to AA and I learned how to forgive.
I'm gonna turn it back up when they start talking about something important. Right now, it's just people giving terrible advice.
But yeah, I just
that's for me. It's just hard because here, my husband and I are helping my son fight for custody of his child. I can't imagine.
See what's.
Being that parent.
What kills me, and I turned it down for a minute because it's just rambling. What kills me is
my child.
Let's say everything this poor girl is saying is true, and I'm not saying it's not. I'm going to assume it is because she's telling her story, and
it's a vindictive.
But all of this, like, unsolicited advice, all this, message me, message her, message this person, all of this, CPS will do this. No, they won't do that. It can give Bougie reason to have, argue illegitimacy. It wouldn't be accurate, but she'll use that to say, they were saying this and they were saying that. That whole lie was just a big mess. You know what I mean? And then that poor girl, her whole story and her truth will be
I don't know. My kids
soiled with all this other stuff.
I would do anything.
That's why you need to let it be her story, let her talk. Don't let people in the boxes start giving their stories and their advice about their state and message this person and that person's great. And, you know, it just...
You know, I'm a parent and they hate, you know, that I'm a parent before I'm a friend. And from the sound
yeah, exactly, Marlisa.
You know, Bougie has tried to be a friend for children over being a parent. And then when Bougie can't dictate,
and like all the questions people want answered, they're not even bringing up. And I get, you know, the kids are the most important part, you know.
She does what she does to try to.
We're just nosy. But still, I mean.
And it's just fucking weird.
I'll tell you what, though. I don't care what's going on between me and my daughter. If any of my friends ever text my kid something like Artie did, I'd be the next mugshot shared all over this fucking app. I can promise.
You ain't lying, bitch. You ain't lying.
I'm just saying. But my husband just got here, so I'm gonna hop down. But will you please tell
do you not let another person in that box?
We will. Yeah, we'll have that conversation with her.
Thank
absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
But how do you think fucking Artie got fucking Haley's number?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Well, one of my kids is married to a cop, so I guess you could play if you want to, but...
But think about it. Bougie didn't want, you know, Haley to...
Right. No, she wanted her friend to do that. I would never. My best friend...
That tells you right there that Artie clearly believed anything that Bougie said.
My best friend might tell me she doesn't like what my daughter's doing to me, but she would never. If she would treat my daughter like one of her own, even if, no matter what, out of respect for me as a mother. And yeah, so that just, my husband just said I can keep talking. I usually try not, he's going to leave for work soon, though, so I really would like to talk to him before he goes to work.
I'll hop back up when he goes to work.
Okay, I'll do that, yeah. He probably just wants to play a video game without me talking his ear off, but no luck here, buddy. But yeah, I'll be back up later, probably.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
Is Haley even
do you mind me please make
still there on the phone?
Announcement.
Can you hear me? May, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me say I don't care.
You guys, this is not about anybody in this chat. You guys have personal issues with people in the chat. Go take that shit across the fucking street, right? Stop attacking people in the fucking chat. You don't like what we're doing over here?
In other words, stop attacking Mallory.
This is a lot. This is heavy information. If it is triggering you guys in any way,
what information? We've got.
Go get you a little snippy
We hadn't had any information in like 30 minutes
cigarette, whatever
at least.
It is that relaxes you, and then come back when you feel better. Okay.
The information stopped like 45 minutes ago.
It is her truth, and she wants to tell it.
Well, then let her tell it.
Support me and OG and what we are doing. Go on and go somewhere.
Oh my God. Oh, proud Firewhite. I'm sorry about that. That's awful. I'm glad you still see your grandson.
Make a comment, please, so I can mute you. Because you're gonna sit quietly and just enjoy the fucking entertainment. So you have entertainment for tonight.
It has, like...
Yeah, that part, Mallory.
Absolutely.
To have a place to, you know, talk and get their side of the story out. Especially
well, then let her talk.
Like Haley said, like, I didn't bring my stuff to this app. My mom did.
Right?
If they don't bring Haley back to it, I'm going to bed. Because this is just...
you know, and...
Not that we hadn't already got good information, but
sucks.
The information stopped like 45 minutes ago. It's just been this.
And I don't know, I guess for me, it's hard for me to...
I'm gonna lay this down and get my daughter in bed.
Because
you'll still
as
hear.
a parent, like, I want to make sure that I'm there for my kids. Me and my son have butted heads numerous times, but anytime he calls, like, he knows. This phone line's always open, the door is always open.
Absolutely.
Babe, do we have anything for tattoos? Mine's itching real bad, that's dry. Yeah.
Nito, it most certainly absolutely is. She exploited that young lady all over this fucking internet with a false story to make herself look like the mother of the year.
Is Haley done?
And I didn't even know
just
about the
Megan
and Holly Mae shit.
OG now?
Them getting accused of that. I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that? Bougie's been screaming that shit for years.
No.
Yeah.
What she said to me was that they put pictures of Haley's, what'd you say, babe? Did you want some? Do you want me to make one?
No, I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She just always said that they put pictures of Haley's CV up, is what they said, or is what she said.
No, you guys, Haley is still with us. She is on a phone call right now. We're just waiting for her to come back. Right, OG, is that what she's on a phone call?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting for her to come back.
Last night. I forgot to put it out of the bag.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She probably got annoyed with all the people trying to give her CPS advice.
11:13.
Are you gonna have a phone phone? I mean, I guess I can have one.
Yeah, I am.
Sure.
Does anybody have any questions up to this part, or?
I mean, I don't. I have my list of things that we did not discuss yet. I've been marking them off as we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more major topics that if she still wants to speak on them, just to let everybody know that's where we're at.
Yeah, it is. Megan, do you want to recap real quick, or do you want me to?
Yeah, recap. Bougie is a piece of shit mother.
It's way too much to recap. People are just gonna have to rewatch.
Thank you.
Restream.
I have to find it.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry it took so long.
No,
You're okay, baby. You take as much time as you need, honey. We're here for you.
Did I miss anything?
No, it's just Megan and I in the box.
Nope, just people rambling.
Megan was just saying that there was 4 more things that we hadn't talked about, and we don't know. How are you feeling? Do you want to keep talking? Do you want to end? It's up to you.
Oh no, I'm down. I mean, I'm just laying here. I'm a little nauseous, I think, from my anxiety, but I'm okay.
Have you tried to eat anything today?
I ate some pizza earlier, but I don't think I can eat anything more. I think my anxiety is really messing with me. But talking is helping because it gets my mind off of it.
So, I know I'm not sure if you just seen Flip's comment on other people, but they're saying that they're very proud of you for speaking out and saying, your side while you were gone. Somebody did come up in the box and remind us that Mallory and
oh God, don't remind me of that.
Virgo would be really good for you to talk to as well.
Not Mallory. Virgo, I don't know her very well.
Is a very blunt, straight to the point type person, and has had some dealings with your mom. But on top of that, she is actually worked
she was
at
friends with her.
A women's abuse shelter. So she's really good there. And then Virgo is also really good people. The solid, positive people that you can reach out to and talk to. that we know aren't gonna, plaster your shit all over, and that you can actually talk to them without
requests. I don't think I can do it while I'm in here.
Spewed everywhere.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel comfortable with y'all and appreciate y'all welcoming me in and being so, like, protective of me about it. Because I definitely have not felt protected these last few months at all.
No, Mallory is not.
It's hard, people. Like, I try to stay strong and I try to stay strong for my kids, but it's like...
Virgo that well. I know she's played both sides a lot.
It's just,
it's a lot.
It's really just, it's exhausting.
That's all I really know.
Really.
And like I said to you on the phone, like the person that you should be able to like talk to and lean on is the person that is literally doing this shit to you. So I felt you, and you're like, I don't know, I have to pick one of two abusers, either my mom or my ex.
Yeah. And like the other night, I literally begged my parents for like, I just told them I'm fucked up mentally right now, and I just need y'all to be there for me.
Yeah,
and I was crying, and my stepdad's like, well, what do you need? Like, what do you want? And like, I was afraid to say it. I wanted to say love, but he finished my sentence. He's like, you want love? And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I want. But like, it's me. Like, she won't have a conversation with me. She's just so mean and telling me I'm not going to get my kids back when all I want is just her to be there and hug me. And he's like, Haley, like, you need to grow the fuck up. You're an adult. But she has a point, but it's just like, I'm your kid. Like, I'm still your child, and like, I'm begging you to just help me right now. And you're telling me to grow the fuck up and be an adult, and this is adulthood? Like, I know what adulthood is. I've been on my own before.
So, Haley, I just turned 44 on February 28th, and my mother lives with my husband and I. And if I walked into that woman's room right now and said, I need you to get up and give me a hug, my mom is going to. Just because you're 27 years old does not mean that love that you're looking for from your mom and your dad should go away. So that is not a you problem, that is a them problem. And I would highly recommend maybe you getting into some type of talk counseling, like therapy, which I can help you find if you can't get to it per se.
They cut her off every time she starts talking.
I would recommend that because I think that would be good for you, because I think you have a lot of from what you and I have talked about, this has gone on since you were 11.
From letting her tell her
OG,
story to
I'm so sorry. This will be the last time
giving her advice.
Calling me.
No, you're good.
You take your time. I would just like to add to that, right, OG? It doesn't matter if you're 5, 15, 25, 45, or fucking 65. If your parent or your child asks you for love and support and all they want is a hug, and that parent tells you no, you need to be an adult and grow up, something is obviously wrong with that person who is denying you that love.
Right. Yeah,
I'm so sorry. That just broke my heart when she came on and said that. It's sad to even ask for love from a parent. Absolutely.
Yeah, Penis, it's... yeah, it's sad, but... it's been more of other people talking than it has been Haley. And it's supposed to be her telling her story. But...
give me a hug.
She's talked maybe 10% of the time. And the rest of it's been everybody else.
You need a hug, too. I gotta go to bed, though. I love you.
Hold on. Why did I just see OG called CPS? OG hasn't called CPS on nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys listen, and I know everybody has questions, right? And we will ask her questions, but we want to hear her story, right? We want her to be able to express how she's feeling, right, and get that off of her chest. I have 10,000 questions as well. So if we don't get to all of your guys' questions, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's about the questions at this point. I would just like for her to feel comfortable to be able to speak her truth and to release everything that she's been holding on to over these past years, right? I have a list of questions for everybody. I mean, this is going to last all night long as she wants to. So please just stop spamming the chat with questions that you've already asked. I have them written down, okay?
Well, and let me make this very clear. Over the couple days that I've been talking to Haley, you don't think I haven't had questions? I have sat most of the times with her talking very quiet, just letting her get it out, because I'm telling you all right now, this child, and I say child because, you know, she's younger than me, and she's hurting. Yeah. She's hurting. Not only were her children removed due to her mother,
just hope,
but then the person that she should be able to turn to is the one that's doing it to her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she has no one, and now I see why she kept
feeling you have a safe space with people who are, and not pro bougie. Yeah. I hate bougie.
Yeah.
But the people who hate your mother the most.
Hey, I'm back. I'll be back. I'll be in. I'm not going to answer any other phone call.
Oh, you're good.
I don't know.
It's just answer phone calls. You're good. We're here.
Hey, ladies. How are you?
I feel like
hey, honey,
therapy would be the best.
I didn't know she was coming back so soon. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just want to say this real quick. I've never been in y'all's live, but I appreciate what y'all are doing for this young lady. I am 57. I lost my mom in 94, and
it's
I
not
wish to God she was here to hurt me. And Haley, I am so sorry for you, baby. I really am, and I wish.
I'm not just being cranky, but oh my Lord.
Thank you.
I'll take you and them babies in a heartbeat.
I'm getting flashbacks to Lisa. When, like, everybody would pop in the box to tell their story, but everybody knew Lisa didn't care. And I'm not saying this is the same situation, but it's giving me flashbacks to that.
About some classes, maybe ask them about parenting classes. That's all steps.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing those now. That's part of the reunification. I take.
Ironically enough, living life till the end. I did not plan that. I promise.
I have to do like 3 months, and I'm halfway done.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that's going to look good for you in the end, and you will be reunited with your babies. And they're safe.
Oh my God!
Just believe in your heart. They're safe. They're better off than with your mom right now, probably. You want to know the truth.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, and I honestly agree. It's just hard to not know. You know, like
I couldn't imagine.
Oh God!
I stay with my daughter and my son-in-law. My son doesn't live far from me. And they're my world, and my grandbabies are my world. So I can't even imagine what you're going through.
Harmony. Yeah.
And I'm just sorry. You know, they're little babies. They don't.
Stop letting people in the box. They said when they started they wasn't going to let people in the boxes. They were going to let her talk. And all they keep doing is bringing people in the boxes.
Do not blame yourself. Please don't. And as hard as it is, you've got to put that wall up between you and Bougie. Because she is a piece of trash in my book. Totally.
Yeah.
She absolutely is.
And I hate that people are saying bad stuff about your mom, but I've watched her for years.
It's not your situation to judge.
And how her husband sits back and lets her support another man, I don't understand
I hate Bougie.
At all.
Would never say she's a good person.
But I'm praying for you, and you will get your babies back. And my inbox is open. You're welcome to message me. I'll be happy to talk to you.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, ladies. I'll be listening.
Scammy had something come up. She had to
what do you got
get off live.
Haley, I think so. We've talked on the phone once when I was friends with your mom. My name is Hallie. I don't know if you remember me. I'm also kind of nearby you, and I wanted to say if you ever need to
if you ever need me, call me,
or have a friend that's nearby, I'm always here. I don't live very far.
Hallie, I didn't tell her it was you, but when I was talking to her yesterday, I did tell her.
It's still her mom.
Near you.
Terrible person.
Down, if you
done her shitty all her life,
but go out to dinner, or
yeah.
it's still not strangers' place to say anything about what they should or shouldn't do.
I think I'm a little bit older, but we're like the same-ish age. And so I just wanted to extend that offer because I know like not having friends while you're going through this hard time, like in your vicinity, is really hard.
Yeah, I'm not from here at all, and I have a hard time like putting myself out there to make friends, especially like with my situation. I just, feel like it's a lot for people. But yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I would be down.
Of course, I'm more than happy. Just find me somehow. OG can give you my number to, or Megan or whoever. And we can.
And I've seen at least 2 or 3 comments in the chat. I send her my number too.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
You're gonna overwhelm this girl.
This just clicked with me.
Oh my god.
I don't think I have mod powers.
Haley, you got to your mom's in November, correct?
Yeah.
Megan, comment real quick. Megan.
I mean, not mod powers. I have mod powers, but I don't, like guest access. I can't bring people up or drop them.
I can't see Animal either. But,
Yeah.
But comment. Okay, there we go. Okay, Megan, I need you to pay attention to this because I'm almost 100% sure I'm right.
We're not going to get anywhere with
Back
this
in October,
because they keep bringing people up. Everybody's going to have their 2 cents
your
on it.
Your mom was in a Discord call screen sharing
We're
some
gonna
stuff
do
with all of us
tangent
in
off a
Discord
tangent.
about a girl named Monster. Do you remember that?
I've heard of Monster. I can't remember.
She was sitting out in the garage and you came out there.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Do you remember hearing anything about how she didn't like Monster and she called me wanting me to take to like expose Monster on the app? Do you remember hearing about that?
Exactly, Harmony. Exactly.
I don't remember specifically, but I just remember the names. Like OG, Monster. I remember names, but not like the specifics.
She wasn't as involved in all of this stuff. She's not going to remember random names here and there. She's just not.
Not specific.
She wasn't involved in it.
I don't know any specifics.
Especially months ago.
I know I can't keep up with the names and stuff that she brings up. I know there's a lot of people she doesn't like that she's talked about. So yeah, it very well could be that she didn't like her, but I don't remember specifically like what she had said.
Okay, that's fine. I remember during that Discord call you coming out into the garage. So, but that's alright. Not a big deal. I just wanted to ask when it came across my mind.
Yeah, because I've been in the garage a million times listening to her on live or talking to people, and it's so much, She's on it every day.
I'm not coaching anybody. I'm pretty sure I just asked a question, and she's saying that she doesn't remember. Nice try, though. Bye. Someone said, who does she like?
I'm gonna drop. I just wanted to say that. But Haley, you're very strong, and I'll be thinking about you and sending positive thoughts and prayers your way.
I will give her your number, Holly, considering you guys are like on the same time zone and stuff, because I know she's called me a couple times and I've been sleeping already. Yep. I know that she's having a hard time sleeping and stuff. Yeah.
Y'all
Even
gonna
if you want to
overwhelm
fall
this
asleep
girl.
on the phone, I get it. Just knowing someone's there. I live alone, so I understand. So whatever you need, I'm around.
See, they haven't really got much into that. Like, they haven't let her talk enough for us to know. It's been this for the last hour.
Tommy Norris, what you got, babe?
Hey, Haley, I just have a real quick question. Sometimes when you think about these situations and families and stuff like that, I just kind of wonder, curiosity makes me wonder, when you're trying to understand someone's behavior, what was Boujees' childhood like?
From my understanding, she didn't have the best childhood. I know I'm not the one to like share her story, you know.
Yes,
I'm sure she
details. I'm just curious about.
But I know she
behavior.
It wasn't the greatest. No.
It's a little.
Yes. I totally agree with that. The generational curse or cycle. It's I agree completely. That's
it's a fair
why
question,
I think
but
she is the way she is now. I don't think maybe she got
you
over
can get
a lot
in trouble
of things,
asking that question. You know what I
and
mean?
it's kind of like turned her into
People
this. Maybe
you ask that, people use it against you. You know.
I don't know, but I know her childhood wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, I do too, Penis. Yeah.
And I do want you to know, I pray that your family does find some kind of resolve and y'all can all work through this somehow, maybe years down the road. However it works out, it's the best for all of you and your kids.
That's a good statement.
Good question. It really was.
That's a good statement. I hope y'all can work it out. That's all anybody can say, one way or another.
Nobody else will say, but I want to say thank you to Megan and OG because you guys are putting your necks out right now. Because OG, you know what happened last time we put our necks out. And I want to say thank you for doing this, and I want to say thank you to Haley for
that's true,
being so strong and telling her story because it's not easy.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough.
Oh, I'm sure by tomorrow. Let's see. I'm already a murderer.
They should have had just these boxes,
who knows what they'll come
2
up with by
boxes,
tomorrow.
and let her tell her story.
You and Megan don't care.
Then at the
And
end,
it's good that
if
you
people
don't
want
care
to come
because
in
who else
and
would she
do
really have to
questions
go to
or statements
to
or
put
whatever,
her neck out there to
then
tell her story.
that's how you do this.
And you guys stepped right up and said, all right, we got
Otherwise,
this.
you're going to be here all night.
Well, and I want
you're
this to
never
be made
gonna
very
get to the
clear
point.
too. It's not like I was like, "Hey, Haley, let's go live," and plaster this on TikTok. Haley actually asked about going live to be able to tell her side of the story, her truth. And I told her, if that is something you want to do, I will hold the live for you. That's completely up to you.
And I'm not trying to derail it by any means, but
everybody's
Monster, who do you
derailed
believe
it.
now? You still believe Boujees? Still believe Boujees? Yeah, we put our necks out for you and everything, and never mind, you know, but
we'll have that conversation after we're done with Haley.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
absolutely.
Asking Monster, though, you know, you're listening to a liar. But anyways,
there's still some stuff, Animal, that Haley did want to get out that we've not even.
So let her freaking talk.
Thank you to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Jen Red, now that is a solid question, right? Are we sure that Bougie voluntarily gave her kids away, or were they taken from Bougie?
Haley, do you know? Because I don't see it.
So it was already in the works for them to go somewhere else because she had already told them she doesn't want them anymore. But because of the situation that arose on Sunday and her calling the police and DSS asking what happened and them finding out that I had been staying there and been blackmailed while I was supposed to be there, they felt like it wasn't in the best interest of my children for them to still stay there, so they removed them like instantly. But it was already in the works because she didn't want my kids, so they were just trying to find placement for them.
Another fucking box.
And then that situation happened, and then they had no choice but to remove them.
So when you talk about that situation, you mean Sunday when she was recording you and she called the cops trying to say that you showed up there trying to take them?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just want to make sure everybody knew like what you were talking about. So yes, for those that weren't in here that don't know, Bougie called the cops on Sunday, told the cops that Haley just randomly showed up there trying to take the children, when in fact that wasn't the case. Bougie had been blackmailing Haley and telling her, if you don't come take care of the children, then I'm going to have them put in foster care.
So
yeah, she does have proof of all of this that she has turned over to the workers and the right people.
Yeah. And that's why DSS was able to remove them, I guess, last night, from what I was told today, because I had to send them all of that to prove that I had been staying there, because she was lying, saying I wasn't, that I just randomly showed up.
If I get muted, I'll get muted.
So that was my question, was that, like,
This was Virgo talking to you. That's the one that a second ago I said would be good for you to talk to.
Hi, babe. I was curious if you, like, know for a fact that, like, did you call and talk to the worker? Like, you got that information from her verbally, or it was just through a text message? Like, is there any possibility that someone else could be texting you from a burner number pretending to be a caseworker?
No, because I had already spoken to the screenshot that, like, I sent OG and stuff. I had already spoken to her verbally on that number.
Okay, good.
When she called me.
Thread, Virgo. There's a thread with this worker.
Perfect.
When she called me on Monday asking about the situation that arose on Sunday, she was just trying to get my side of the story, and that's when she said, okay, we'll send that proof, whatever screenshots you have, whether it's you taking pictures with you and your kids at the house, text messages, send that proof to this number. And so I sent all that to the number. So yeah, I've spoken to her verbally.
Good. I just wanted to make sure, because we've seen crazier things happen on this app, and you never know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
From what I'm hearing, it sounds like you're doing all the right things, right? Like, you've already gotten yourself in a position to get a place. That's huge for people.
Haley say it was a burner number, or was Virgo asking if it was a burner number?
That's usually like the first hurdle you have to jump, and you've solved that problem already.
I might have missed him.
Yeah. You know, it seems like you're getting your ducks in a row, and if no one else has told you, I'm super proud of you, because none of this is easy. I have a 17-year-old who I lost custody of at some point, and due to my actions, so I know how that feels, like thinking back to what you put your kids through.
You can't see me, I'm laying my head on my desk, just like,
when you get them back. My 17-year-old is my best friend, and I promise you're going to get through this. But
I
you
really
take it a
wish
day
they
at a
would
time.
stop
Sometimes
accepting
it's just a minute at a
freaking
time.
boxes.
And I think you have a lot of people on here who want to support you, and I'll give you my phone number.
She doesn't need anyone on TikTok's phone number.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no choice,
That's right. That's right. As moms, we don't have choices.
She's going to have 15 people blowing up her phone.
You got this.
Thank you.
Giving up is not an option, ma'am. You may have been dealt a shitty cards in your life, but your children seeing you fold is not an option for you. You've gone talking to you off the app, and I'm not gonna, repeat everything.
I hope all these people giving her numbers
talking to you off the app,
she does
you've been
not
definitely through some hurdles in your life.
give all these people her number, because I'm not saying that they were on purpose, but
yeah. May I ask a question?
Yeah, and
oh Lord, Harmony, I hope
because
not.
you took the notes on for reminders. Will you lead us into the next when you're done?
Oh, finally.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm leading us into the next conversation.
The third conversation in what, 3 hours?
Would you mind sharing the kidnapping story?
Mm-hmm.
And the charges, I should say, not the kidnapping story. I'm sorry, the charges that Boujees has on her.
All right, finally.
Yeah. So basically, my oldest daughter's father, I'm not going to use any names, but this is before I had children, any kind of children. Me and him were just best friends at the time. Or probably dating at the time, but either way, we didn't have kids. So he has a child from another relationship. And so I guess the mother of his child was refusing to let him see his daughter.
Hi, Regina.
So he came to my mom and asked for help on how to go about this. to see his kid, and she thought it was a great idea for her to pretend to be a social worker, text this mother, my ex-boyfriend's baby mother, and tell her like what she's doing is illegal. She's not supposed to be keeping this child away from her father. She needs to let her child see her father, and just
Bougie.
pretending to be a social worker. And it got to the point to where a date and a time was set up for them to go pick up this child. And my mom was going to go with my ex-boyfriend and go pick up this child. And this lady was under the impression this is like a legit social worker, until I guess she did research of her own. Maybe she got a feeling that something about it wasn't right or whatever. She found out that the number belonged to my mom because of her first name and last name. She knew that my ex-boyfriend was dating me.
Oh, no.
And knew we had the same last name, so she put two and two together, and she's like, oh my God, this isn't a social worker. This is my baby daddy's girlfriend's mom.
Yeah, she was charged.
And so at that point, she went to the police, and she showed them everything she had, and they decided to press charges for impersonating a government official and kidnapping, because they were supposed to meet up with her and get this child. And yeah, that's what happened.
And how did it get off her record?
She expunged it.
Oh.
So I can't remember. I want to say she got probation or something.
Dismissed are two different things.
I can't remember exactly what the punishment was.
You missed the story, Liz.
So people who looked that
long
up,
story short, Bougie
did
pretended
it say
to be a social
dismissed
worker
or expunged? It's two different
It was
things.
Haley's daughter's father's ex-baby mama. And Bougie pretended to be a social worker, setting up date and time for him to see the child. The mother realized by getting the name that it was actually Bougie. She went to the police with it. Bougie, the cops got called. Bougie got charges pressed on her. The reason why the charges are no longer there is not because of the bullshit that Bougie says in the app. It's because she got them expunged. That's why.
Yeah.
Because she didn't physically take the kids. She tried to, is what it sounds like.
Who in their right mind sends messages to anybody in the fucking world and pretends to be a social worker to get their hands on a child that is not theirs?
Sounds
even
like
if it was theirs. Like, who in their right mind portrays to be a fucking social worker to get access to a child? That's disgusting behavior, Bougie. Let's be so fucking real, right? Let's be so fucking for real. It's fucking disgusting behavior, Bougie. Shame on you.
All right, next topic.
I mean, it just goes to show. Boxes just real quick so that Haley can get through like the rest of these notes.
Only 2 hours in.
Once she gets through like the rest of them, then we'll open boxes back up.
It just goes to show the extent she'll go
once the box is open,
get
I'm
what
going
she
to bed. I'll rewatch it.
Lying on people, pretending to be somebody, whatever the case is, she will do anything to get what she wants.
Oh, it's been over 2 hours.
She doesn't care who she has to destroy.
It's been over 3
That's
hours.
her way.
And she's got through
once
like
you
2
become her
stories.
target, you're fucked. Because she'll obsess, and be addicted to just fucking you.
Oh, it sounds like her and Florida Man are exactly
that sounds
alike.
familiar in my life with your mom.
Yeah. A lot of people I know in my life, whether it's family or friends, have been through the same thing with my mom. Including like my father. I mean, that's part of the reason, not saying it's excusable of him leaving me when I was 13, but when I was 18 years old and I found out he came back to America because he's in the Air Force, I found out where he was staying. And at that point, it'd been 5 years since I'd seen him or talked to him. And I knocked on his door and he answered and he's like, now's not the time, Haley. And I'm like, well, when will the time be?
It never ends.
And he's like,
I'm
going to reach out to you and your sister when you guys are both old enough to understand. Until then, leave me alone. And I'm just like, Dad, like, I miss you. Like, why did you leave? And he said, your mother tried to ruin, these are his exact words.
Yeah, she does.
Your mother tried to ruin my family.
career,
because that's a
and my
lot.
well-being. He said he had to make a sacrifice. He said that he knew that we'd be taken care of because of Brian, but he just couldn't deal with her anymore. Because he knew dealing with us meant dealing with her, and he couldn't take it. So he felt like he had to sacrifice me and my sister. And like,
real quick, for those that are, no, you're good, honey. For those, I just want to clear something up. For those that are asking, is this a daughter she had in the box? Yes, it is. Haley's already been asked, like, pretty much why she went along with what Mom said that night. And like Haley explained to us, and it makes perfect sense. She was living under Boujees' roof. She, you know, kind of had to.
Sorry, I'm plugging my phone up.
She didn't even want to go live that night, she said. And Bougie, I guess, wanted her to, like, come into the live and be a complete asshole to everybody.
Yeah, I got it plugged up.
I'll tell you guys this just from talking with her. You can tell.
I went through like 40% of battery just listening to all the people in the boxes.
I mean, you can kind of tell for those who like listen to the live that night. I didn't come out of the or anything. Like, you can kind of hear how uncomfortable I was. Like if you really listen to it, but
yeah.
Did we talk about the how Bougie was involved in adult working activities? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had
I wouldn't go too far into that if I were them.
Do you mind really fast talking about the relationship between
I think that
her
would be
and Brian and this other gentleman that she cheated on her husband with for more than 2 years, and explain that story, what happened to him, how she treated him and what she did to him?
Yeah. So a few years ago, I want to say it was right before I had my oldest daughter. My mom was in like a 2-3 year long relationship with this other Marine. And whenever I found out about it, I kept it a secret from Brian because it wasn't
cheated
my
on him
business.
for 4.
And this guy she was with, I actually kind of liked him. You know, Brian's never been a father to me. He just signed a piece of paper to adopt me on my mom's behalf. But this guy actually was fun and loving, and he was nice. So like, there was a point in time where I was staying with him and referring to him as my dad, you know, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
But there was a lot of drama in their relationship, which led to my mom trying to unalive herself. And it was on 2 different occasions, and it was because of whatever her and her boyfriend were going through. So after the first time, I took it upon myself to tell Brian that she'd been cheating on him with this guy, and this guy led her to trying to unalive herself. So that's when the whole situation kind of came about. And
yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
I mean, there were times where Brian took her back, but then she'd end up leaving the house again and going back to this guy.
I mean, it does kind of show a pattern, but
her boyfriend ended up finding someone new. And my mom didn't like that, so she ended up going to the military because he's a Marine too, and got him pretty much kicked out because he was fraternizing. I can't say that word. How do you say it?
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to get involved with someone outside your marriage. That's shitty enough. But to get your kid involved with them and attached to them, knowing that it's an outside relationship.
Marine's wife, and mind you, like my stepdad, he is a high ranking. This guy was a low ranking, so he got kicked out, and he potentially almost faced break time, which break time in the military is like jail time. And yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Bougie almost received break time.
No, the guy.
Oh, the guy. Sorry.
Bougie's
Okay,
not in the
can I just ask a question? How come, like, why didn't your mom just leave Brian for this guy?
So, from what she told me, that the boyfriend, she told me she could never leave Brian because the boyfriend could not afford her. She said she'll never leave Brian. She never was going to. But she had this guy thinking at some point she was going to leave her husband for him, when in all reality, she just wanted to have her cake and eat it too. She was never going to leave Brian for this guy, and she said because he can't afford her.
So it would be safe to say that your mom's money driven.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
And was there, I believe in one of our conversations, you had said that your mom spends a lot of money on like looking people up and like pulling background checks and like people's court stuff.
Yeah, she pays for that stuff online to get information on people and find out who's their mother, find out what's their phone number, what the phone number belongs to. Like, send me a bunch of information.
Someone says, so the quote unquote, I've been happily married for 25 years is not true, question mark?
No, it's not. It's a facade. My mom wears the pants in the relationship. I don't know what they got going on to why my stepdad feels like he has to take care of someone who disrespects him on a daily basis and has been for the last however long. But it's not a happy marriage, none of that. It's just bullshit.
One second, Haley. Yeah, I see that on the bottom of the screen. I don't know why. It says consuming substances featured in this live could harm your health. Apparently, eating the cookie up here is...
I agree.
I guess, unless they think Megan's ink pen is. But hold on just 1 second, y'all.
Yeah, you don't talk to men online like that if you're gonna get married. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, go ahead, Haley.
No, she's like super disrespectful to him. And everyone knows it. Like everyone in the house, including my sister, is aware. And like we've all told my stepdad to leave her, and we would not be mad at him if he did. Like he's such a good guy. Besides him letting her get away with this stuff, he's nice, he's patient, he's kind, he's not ugly. And we've all told him like we would not be mad if he divorced her. But I don't know what his reasoning is to why he stays.
So is your older sister still in the house with Bougie?
Well, she's not my older sister. She's my youngest. But she's
you're younger. Okay.
Yeah, she just graduated. She stays there, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Joyce, honestly, none of Haley's shit was our business either that Bougie put out here on the app. So we're just allowing Joyce to, or Haley to talk about what she wants to talk about.
Well, technically you're asking.
Yeah, you guys, Haley asked to do this. She wants her story to be out there, right? We've made it very clear that when she's done talking about this, if it ever is too much, she is more than welcome to
instead of asking her what
stop
you want
talking
her to
and
talk
stop
about.
answering questions. She wants you guys to hear this. And Joyce, respectfully, if it's none of our business, then why are you asking questions?
Haley went through actually and picked out the topics that we were talking that
yes, she did.
And we've given her, or even before we went live, we told her like, hey, if there's at any point in time you want to stop talking, there's something you decide you don't want to talk about, just let us know. Like, we're good. Stop making Megan use her mom voice.
I mean, I get like, but it's like, I don't know. For people to say like, it's not our business, this and that. Well, it wasn't my mom's business to share all my fucking life stories and information.
True.
And at this point, like my kids got taken away and the shit has kind of hit a head. Like, I don't care. I really don't.
I think a big part of it, you guys, that maybe I can see because I've been talking, to Haley for a couple of days about all this, is that she's talking about some of this stuff because Bougie has made it out on this app like she has this perfect, family, household, marriage, life, children, and beautifully broken. I agree. I'm very proud of Haley as well. But I think this is Haley's way, I sound muffled, I'm sorry, of letting all of everything, on her back off.
Who's doing their taxes?
It's finally her time to be able to tell her story in her words instead of this skewed bullshit that Bougie has been telling on this app for however long.
Okay, are you okay to move on, or
Yeah.
Okay. So another topic that she would like to talk about, right? We had phone call conversations before this live, and I wrote down a list of things that she wants to talk about so that she could remember, because this is a lot of information. This is overwhelming. You guys are stressful in the comments, right? I wrote these down so that we could stay on track, so she could get off her chest what she wants to talk about. Okay, is everybody okay with that? Can we ask the next question? Okay.
Should have been doing this to begin with, and we'd be 2 hours
And what does that entail?
Boujees.
Boujees rug use, and what does that entail?
Yeah. So my mom is very addicted to her prescription Adderall. Am I allowed to say that on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The medication part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She can act like she doesn't have a problem because she's prescribed it, but I mean, why am I coming home at 3 a.m. and seeing her like on her hands and knees scrubbing the oven or mopping the floors fast paced?
Because who else really liked Adderall?
Everyone has known this for years. She went to rehab like three years ago when they first moved out here to California, because she was like running the streets coming home fucked up, and come to find out she was abusing her Adderall, she said. And these are things that she told me. My family told me, but she told me these things as well. She was abusing her Adderall. She had done, I don't know, am I allowed to say the hardcore name?
Say math.
Math.
And snow.
Snow, yeah. I was trying to
And snow.
Yep.
Math and snow, and then her prescription abuse.
I asked
but
if
she
you
left
sent them
after a
to
week
FM, but
because she didn't want to be there anymore. She claimed that she was just all better, and yeah.
But still to this day, she's abusing the Addies.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was kind of weird because today Megan was live, and keep in mind, nobody but Megan knew that I had been talking to you. And Crown by Scribe, I'll ask her that in just a second. Nobody but Megan knew that you and I had been chatting, other than obviously my husband, because he's been in on conversations with you and I. But somebody commented in Megan's live today saying that your mom sells her Adderall. Do you know anything about that?
Not that I know, but I mean, she used to give it to me. She didn't sell it, but she used to give it to me.
And that it could have been somebody commenting, like trying to start rumors. See, Bougie, unlike y'all, like we can openly say that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Meg.
Your mother used to give you her prescription meds?
Yeah, like, yeah. I'm not afraid to say it at this point. Like, yeah, she used to give me her Adderall. I mean, whenever me and my mom were in that situation, like years ago when we were both in the SMEX work, I mean, we used to do snow together. We used to do a lot of things together as far as rugs.
Then it's always been more of like a quote unquote friend buddy relationship than a mother-child relationship.
And I never went out of my way to say anything to her husband or anybody. I only said something to them when she was making it out to be that I had all these problems and I'm doing this and that. And I was like, hold up, you're doing it with me.
I mean, unless they already know, so if they were having her do drug tests, they may already know she has a history of it.
And he never did anything about it. He never did anything about it. He just Harmony.
I mean,
I don't know. they would just let it go and act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah,
It's probably cheaper to keep her at this point than to divorce her. I mean, just.
And she told me if I ever told Brian anything, she would take it to the grave and she would make me look crazy. And I told her, I don't care. At this point, I don't care to tell your husband anything because every time I go to tell your husband something, he does nothing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I end up getting punished somehow. I end up getting fucked with.
So would it be safe to say that your mom is a pathological liar and a manipulator? Would that be a true statement?
All the above.
Which is
I believe
crazy.
Me and my sister believe that she is a narcissist.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
A true narcissist.
That's super crazy because Bougie, aren't you always the one that's like, I can't stand liars. I hate liars. I never lie.
Yes, and I would just like to clarify something up. Bougie was married to her husband, Brian, when she was a worker, everybody, absolutely. And Bougie was also married to her husband, Brian, when she cheated on him with the other boyfriend for 2 years, who, when he decided he no longer wanted to be with Bougie, she actually destroyed his life and got him fired from the military.
Court-martialed, but yeah, same thing, I guess.
I just saw a comment where it said, why was South Carolina and Georgia CPS involved? I don't know if that's coming from my mom, but Georgia CPS has never been involved.
And
it probably is.
Hold on. South Carolina was involved, Bougie, because you were calling them, remember?
Yeah.
Because don't let me get Deanna in here, because Deanna will get in here and testify to the fact that me, you, and her were on the fucking phone, and you were trying to have her help you, right, get CPS people in South Carolina involved. Oh, and did you remember when you called me? Because the lady in South Carolina literally told you there's nothing you can do. You need to just leave your daughter and your grandchildren alone at this point.
Yeah, that case got closed really quick. I mean, they did an investigation. They made me leave the house with my kids. I just had to stay somewhere with someone else who had to, like, quote unquote, supervise us while they investigated. But after their 45-day investigation, they closed the case.
Tequila girl.
How many times has Bougie called CPS on you?
Like 7. The first one being with my oldest daughter when she was a baby, and she claimed that I was smoking
meth.
No. Pot.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if I could use the word or not. She claimed I was smoking
gardening on the side.
She claimed I was gardening in the house with my child there. And I messed up because, I mean, I denied the fact that I smoked in the house. I never smoked in the house. I smoked outside. But South Carolina being, like, it's super illegal out there, I admitted, like, when they asked me, like, when you pop on a drug test, I said, yeah, like, I garden, you know, so I'm going to pop. And because I admitted to that, they had me find someone to take my daughter in the meantime while I did some drug classes, and then I got her back within like 3 months.
Well, is CPS aware currently that your mother has mailed gardening stuff?
Megan, she already said
across
it.
State lines? Because we have a video of that.
Trying to fix it now ain't gonna help.
So I have a question really fast, a statement actually. So here we have it, right? Mother of the Year, who is feeding her daughter prescription medication, but then calling CPS because she's gardening. What in the actual fuck is wrong with you, Bougie?
It's hypocritical. She's a big hypocrite. I don't get it. That's why it's like you can't trust her at all. Even when you feel like you can trust her, no, she has hidden agenda. And she may not fuck you now, but
I haven't heard anything about mailing them.
I'm going to try and stay calm and cool, collective during this live because Haley is here, but you best fucking believe coffee time is going to be off the fucking chains tomorrow. Everybody. Just saying. Sorry, go ahead.
And has Haley taken a rug test with Kelly CPS? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. They had her take a rug test right away.
Yeah, the only thing I have to do is parenting classes and the domestic violence class and individual therapy.
And let's keep this in mind, okay? I need everybody in here to keep this in mind. Her children were not taken because she was abusing them, because she was not feeding them, neglecting them, whatever. Her children were taken because she did the typical battered woman syndrome. She left an abusive relationship, went into her mother's home that was also abusive, took it for as long as she could there, went back to the other abuser.
I don't even use
left that one, came back.
Mary Jane, but I'm so tempted to after all this. Oh my Lord.
It's infuriating because
if I did, I would be right now.
The girl has been running from abusers. In the one place that you would think you could go, your mother's, right? That you're safe, it's just another abusive place. Right, survival mode.
Yeah, I should have took a nap. I started this right after work.
It's kind of like a lose-lose
right when I got off
situation,
work.
but it's like, I don't want to be homeless with my kids. Like, I've tried the whole go to a women's shelter with your children, and that was just like traumatizing. I went to the shelter with my son, and it was really gross, and they had a hard time getting formula for him at the time, and I was just like, I can't live like this. Like, I'm not used to living like this, and I knew if I went back, like,
Guys, I hate to say this, but I've got to go to bed. I got to work in the morning.
And we were sleeping in like a little twin bed, and
if you want to continue to watch,
comfort zone. I mean, I'm sure I could have stayed and figured it out, but I did it.
And I'm sure Scam will probably post it
it's not easy.
as soon as she
and if
can.
you've never been in a
But
DV
that's her
situation,
at.
You don't get it. You don't
if you
understand.
want to go, and they're not blocking anybody. If you
leave.
don't comment, they're, you know. So, thank y'all for coming in. I gotta go to bed. This has wore me out.
Yeah, and
my anxiety's made it worse.
Those shelters sometimes are.
I love you guys. And I'll probably see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, it was like.
I am shattered.
Yeah, I remember that look on your face.
And let me just say this. So, Megan, Haley had also messaged Megan. Like I said, I think if I remember right, Haley messaged me at like 2:30 in the morning. I hadn't been on the app. As everybody knows, I was getting married, and I happened to check my messages that night, and I seen a message from her. And then Megan said that she had messaged her. And then from that point on, Megan and I both were like asking each other, like, hey, have you talked to her yet? Because we were worried. You know, obviously we know the situation she had been in. And we knew, as bad as it is, we knew something wasn't right. So Megan's like, hey, have you talked to her yet? And finally I said, yes, you know, I've talked to her. Megan's like, okay, good. We just wanted to make sure that she was okay, that she was in contact with somebody that she could talk to, vent to, you know, and whatever.
Yeah, I just kind of knew to like hit y'all up because of that one time when I got in your live, and I remember y'all saying like, you know, Haley needs to know the truth about what her mom says, what her mom says about her. So like, I knew I would have that support from y'all if I hit y'all up because, you know, it's just been me. Like, I'm alone, and it just feels better to have people behind me who understand like the severity of my mom and what she does.
Right. Well, let me make this very clear. When I reached out to Haley, it wasn't, what'd your mom do? Or, you know, whatever. My first question to Haley was, are you okay?
Right.
Are you safe?
And Haley, I just want you to know that you have an army behind you, honey. There's been 400, 500, 600 people in this live, and there's many people streaming this live, and it's going to be posted all over YouTube. So It's getting out there, and you're gonna have an army behind you to support you through this. There is quite a few women on this app that will help you and be there and listen to you without sharing personal information that you don't want shared, anything like that. So just know that you are loved and you have support behind you, honey.
And a lot of those people will have your back without judgment.
Absolutely.
They don't
Absolutely.
care that, you know, what you may have done in your past, what rugs you might have done, what work you might have done. They don't care. They care just to make sure that you're okay, you have someone to talk to, and you're not alone.
Right. Did we talk about the twins?
Yeah, we had talked about how Bougie, I remember when Rutina was in the box, we did talk about how Bougie did not, if I remember right, did we let it out that Bougie does not have contact with him like she claims?
I'm not sure. There's been so much. I just don't have that crossed off on my list. That's all. I don't remember.
So Haley, I know that I've told you privately, but some of us that were friends with your mom had your mom never brought up twins, right? We knew nothing of said twins, and then somebody on the app asked randomly one day after your mom had tormented them enough, Bougie, where are your twins? And us that were your mom's friends at the time were like, wait, what twins? You know, and your mom kind of like played it off, but we never really got a solid answer. And then from that day forward, your mom would be like, oh, you know, because I was actually on a call with the twins that, you know, I don't have, and shit like that.
Right.
Well, then talking to Haley, Haley explained that the one twin, no, Bougie has never had contact with. And I'll let Haley tell y'all.
Yeah, she's only in contact with one twin, but the other twin, she doesn't want anything to do with her.
Now, when you say she doesn't want anything to do with her, the twin doesn't want
the twin. The twin wants nothing to do with her. Yeah. And this whole thing happened when I was like 13. So it's been like, I mean, I've seen my brother, you know, the one twin, because he entered our life when he turned 18. But the other twin, no. She doesn't want anything to do with her, doesn't want anything to do with us, even me and my sister. Whatever she's being told about the situation is what she's being told, and maybe that has something to do with why she doesn't reach out. But the last time I've seen my sister was when I was 13 and she was like 6, and she's like 20 now. So I mean I lost my siblings in the process of all this.
Jace, what question, honey? I see, answer my question. She'd never been a mother. Oh, that definitely.
She's asking, has she ever been a mother when you were little? Like, what was that like as a childhood, or as a child growing up, with Bougie being a mom? Was she ever mothering?
So my dad had custody of all 4 of us, the whole time. When they got divorced, my dad and my mom, when I was like 7, my dad had custody of all 4 kids because of what she was going through. My dad had to put her in a mental institution because she tried unaliving herself I think it was after she had the twins. And he had custody of all 4 of us. And so we would only visit my mom our whole lives. And we had a great time with her. I mean, we loved going to our mom's house. She was so much fun. You know, we would do a bunch of stuff together. But once that custody battle happens, when I was like 13, and my mom got custody of us and had her husband adopt us, it's not what I thought it was going to be. Like, everything changed. I kind of saw her for what she really was. And yeah, everything went downhill when I moved in with her. But before that, everything was great. My mom was a good mom. I don't know what happened.
Wow. Court papers show she lost custody of the twins in 2004. Trapper Keeper in the chat says court papers show she lost custody of the twins in 2004.
Yeah. The twins were born in 2004 too. So I mean.
Oh, so then she was never a parent to them.
Mm-mm. No, my dad got custody of all 4 kids, and he was in the Air Force, so he had to have his parents move in with him to take care of all 4 of us.
Rosie's asking, is that when she started the Addies, when she changed?
Yeah, that's what I think, to be honest. I think when she started getting on prescription medicine is when she changed. But I don't know when exactly she got on it, because I was never paying attention to that growing up.
Right.
Like, I could only see it now.
Well, and Haley has made it very clear that Boujees' life is getting up, going out to the garage, and being on TikTok and her phone all day long. And sometimes she's up for 2-3 days at a time and then crashes, and she's on the phone and TikTok constantly.
Yeah, she's addicted to TikTok for sure.
I mean, she kind of painted a picture for me of the garage and what it looks like around Bougie, and I had to kind of giggle because she said there's like 100 cigarette butts and ashes and Monster cans, because that's all she does is drink Monster cans or Monster all the time. So obsessed over things. Oh, gotcha, Jace. Yeah, I know nothing about that. I mean, you'd think I would, being a leader of a cartel and all, but.
Somebody asked why she has custody of my oldest.
Could I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
How is your relationship with your little sister? Because from my understanding, I thought we've talked about this. She kind of treats you guys a little bit differently.
Yeah, so I have 2 younger sisters, and she has somewhat a good relationship with them. I know the youngest, like, me and her have had a conversation about her, and I think they're just kind of scared of her, to be honest. I don't know.
Okay,
but I've
we
never
won't
given
have to
a
talk
fuck.
about that then.
Yeah, but we don't really get along. We've always been estranged, you know. They just do their own thing, and I do my own thing. And plus, like, I've always been away from them. Like, I cut off my mom for years, and then I get back in the picture, so it's never been, like, consistent. And they've always lived with her, so,
Right.
you know, I've always done my own thing and been in my own bubble. But as far as why she has Briella, or sorry, I don't mean to mention names. My oldest daughter, so basically, my daughter's 5. 3 years ago.
Hold on 1 second, Haley. Hold on 1 second, honey.
Yeah, for everybody who's asking, we did ask about the charges, the kidnapping charges. And just to let everybody know, if you guys want to go back and rewatch this is going to be posted on YouTube. I'm gonna post it on my page, obviously, but we all know all the other drama pages. I'm sure they're in here recording, so you guys would be able to go back and listen to this again later on whenever it's posted.
Okay, Haley, I'm back on the screen now, so they'll be able to hear you when you talk to her.
So 3 years ago, this was when I was pregnant with my son. So and I had my daughter. I was still in the abusive relationship, and I had taken a picture of my face, and it was bloodied. Like, it was very, very bloody. And I had sent it to my daughter's father, begging him to come pick up our daughter. Because I was like, I don't want our daughter here right now. I need you to come get her. This is what's happening. It's serious. He chose to not come get her. And I was like begging him to, because the whole situation was a mess. So fast forward to 2 weeks later, my daughter's father messaged me and was like, hey, I want to come get my kid. I want to see her. And I was like, listen, you have missed 3 visits. I told you to come get her when I was going through my bullshit. At this point, you need to give me diapers or give me wipes to come get her because you don't do anything for her. Like, it just seems unfair for me to give you her on your time. Like, you don't care about her. So he felt some kind of way. He messaged my mom, and he was trying to get her to help him get my child with that picture, which I fucked up by sending that picture. So my mom flew out to South Carolina and was trying to, they were calling DSS because they had this picture of me. I ended up not, and this is where I fucked up at. Like, at the end of the day, I fucked up by not answering the door for DSS. I did answer their phone calls. I just blocked them out. Like, I was under the impression if I didn't answer these people, it would just go away. Now, little did I know, like, my mom hired an attorney in South Carolina, and they had like a secret court, and they showed this picture of me and said, like, hey, we can't locate this woman, and we have this picture of her with a bloody face, and she has a daughter that we can't get our eyes on. And the judge was like, okay, that's enough for me to give her temporary custody. So she was able to get temporary custody. I had went to New Mexico. Well, let me not say that. I had moved in with my grandparents at that point. And this is when I was pregnant with my son. I started working. I started living there. I was working, and I hired this attorney to help me get my kid back. But at that point, we all came, I don't know anything about the court system. It came down to pretty much there's a court order saying in order to get my kid back, I have to take drug tests for a year. I have to have a job consistently for a year. I have to have a house and bills in my name for a year. And then they'll start the process of me getting my daughter back to me. So that's all I have to do. But I have a feeling my mom's going to make it really hard for me when that time comes. I don't think she's just going to give me my oldest back.
How long has she had custody of her?
3 years since she was 2.
So this has been 3 years. Okay.
Yeah. I never fought her about it. And everyone around me tells me, Haley, go get your kid, fight for her. But
yeah,
it almost feels like she's going to defeat me. I'm just convinced I'm going to get defeated, and I don't want to go through that heartbreak again.
So I understand that, right? But I also want you to kind of look at your daughter's standpoint when she gets older, and you may get asked the question, why didn't you fight for me?
Yeah.
Because I right now have a 15-year-old that is asking her dad that same question.
Right.
Why didn't you fight for me? Because he got married and he lost his parental rights. He didn't show up in court because of his wife. My daughter came home with a black eye and a burn mark, and we were great co-parenting until he got married to this chick, and went to court. He didn't show up, and so now, they're divorced now, and my husband and I let her be a part of his life. But she has been asking him, like, why did you never come to court and fight for your rights?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you to kind of keep that in mind, because there will come a day where your daughter will ask.
Yeah.
And I know that, and this is like where Virgo and all of them would be really good because they've done this. And I know it's gonna suck and you might fall a time or two and you might get defeated a time or two, but keep fighting.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and really a lot of it has to do with money too, you know, because these attorneys, they cost like over $5,000, and it's like, oh my God, like.
Yeah, it's expensive. Now, do they have legal aid?
I've looked into it, but I just haven't. There's so much bullshit that's now in front of me. Like, this is something that I was talking to my friend about earlier, because they were just like, well, not only do you need to get these kids back, but you need to get your daughter back. And I'm like, listen, like, that's a whole nother thing that's going to have to, like, wait, because I have to get these 2 little babies back in my care. And, like, that's just a whole thing, because I know it's going to be a battle. I know it's going to be a battle with my mom. She's not going to make it easy for me to get my kid back.
Right. Well,
and I've been through this custody battle stuff with my own parents, and I see how these things go, and it's just scary.
So the great thing, right, is that, yeah, like Smash just said, don't look at the big picture, one step at a time. But the great thing is with them being taken out of your mom's custody last night, you're no longer battling your mom.
Right.
Because she just showed CPS her true colors. So now it's between you and CPS. So I don't think you're battling your mom anymore when it comes to that. Of course, she's going to try. Your mom is a toxic bitch that likes control. And she's very vile. I mean, you have a lot of people on this app that can contest to what she's done to people on this app. I mean, hell, you even informed me, you know, that she reached out to one of my my family members. You know, so there's numerous people on this app that would be willing to give you, you know, statements or contest to your mother's behavior. Aw, Bougie, are y'all reporting me? Hold on one second, y'all.
Oh, no, come on now.
Oh, this isn't the first time. I just keep contesting it.
I would really like to have a conversation with you because I don't want to say too much here in a public platform. No, I'm not going to.
Virgo, I'll create a chat between me, you, and her.
Perfect. Yeah. Because I do think in the grand scheme of things, just like you said, them removing the other 2 at least gives you a little bit of grounds for it gives you a glimmer of hope. You know what I mean? So there's definitely like someone just like Smash just said, you cannot look at, oh my God, a year. You can't look at that. You just have to look at tomorrow and then the next day and then the next day. Like my mom had my oldest daughter for 18 months and I had to have a year clean and all the same things. Like, promise you. You can do this, and it's scary because it's like, you know, you're going up against the person who gave you life, but you're fighting for a person that you gave life to. So you know, it's like a mind game too. So I get it. It's scary, but you can do this.
And they would much rather see the children with the biological mom than anybody.
Well, it doesn't make sense that 2 can come home and 1 can't. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Yeah, I would leave it there, Virgo, and do it private. And sometimes, you know, Haley, sometimes day by day is too much. So I tell people and myself, take it minute by minute. And if minute by minute's too much, take it second by second.
Yeah.
Megan, was there anything else on the
the only thing left I have on here is the no contact order, but I believe she talked about that, right? She talked about that no contact order.
Yeah, I think it brought up like how that came about. Which, technically, Bougie, you and your buddy Artie broke that no contact order tonight when you messaged Haley.
Yeah, I have not contacted them at all. They've contacted me. And it doesn't say anything in there about, like, me talking about my situation. As long as I'm not talking to them indirectly or directly, like, you know, they're not going to give a fuck about what happens on TikTok.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right, because I've had to go to 2 different states for 2 different court hearings for, like, protection orders, no contact orders. You are not talking to them, and the judge made it very clear in both states that getting on an app and talking about somebody is not talking to them. You are allowed to talk about said person. So,
and at this point, it's like, please keep the no contact order between you and I, because as long as my kids aren't there, which I'm gonna have to figure something out with Briella, but I would like a restraining order between me and my mom, because I don't want anything to do with her.
So I would actually ask your attorney about that. Trapper Keeper asked a good question. Well, yeah, no, Trapper Keeper, I think she was because she went there in November. So you were with your mom when she totaled her Jeep in December, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Trapper Keeper, and that's her goal is for the kids to go to Grandma and Grandpa's. Was she under the influence? Trapper Keeper asked if she was under the influence of anything when she got in that accident.
I mean, maybe I don't know, but I'm sure she was on her phone. This isn't the first time she's wrecked a car from being on her phone. It's like she literally is, like, glued to her phone. And I'm not just saying that to say that. She is glued to her phone 24/7.
Yeah.
Doesn't have time for anything or anybody.
I think any of us that have been friends with Bougie can contest to that. Yeah, Riri, so a lot of you know that my mother actually lives with my husband and I. And growing up, we did not have the best of relationship at all. It was pretty rough. But now, and let's be honest, even back then, if you talk sideways about my mom, that was still my mom. So I'm gonna mollywop your ass. But today, that's still my mom, and don't go there. But my mom also would never put me through the shit that Bougie has put Haley through. And it's super fucked up because, and we know you're listening, Bougie. Yeah, I did say it. We know you're listening, but you literally have come on this app and talked about how great of a parent your daughter is. But yet you're calling CPS. Make that make sense?
It's not surprising. Like, when you guys said that she's talked about how good of a parent I am, I'm just like, wow. Because she doesn't say that to my face.
Well, and I think it's when Haley, you can let social services know that your mom has had multiple car accidents in her phone.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, honey, I've never heard your mother say anything but good things about you. So to hear this side, it's actually kind of shocking, right? Bougie portrays to be this mother of the year, with everything that she does for her kids and the grandbabies. So I'm muting.
Well, and let's make that make sense, though, Megan. She can't come on the app and be like, oh, Haley's a shitty parent. You know why? because then we'd question, okay, Bougie, like, what did you do as a parent? Now, I will openly admit that I went, a month ago, Haley, I think maybe, whenever she came into your live, Megan, I actually looked Haley up on Facebook to send her a friend's request because I told her, if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I told Bougie, hey, give her my number. And Bougie's exact words were, girl, no, because all she's going to do is fill your head full of bullshit about me. That was a red flag. So, in searching for Haley on Facebook, I came across different Facebooks of Haley's. And I can tell you from looking at those Facebooks, from what I seen, right, the pictures and stuff, Haley's kids were always clean. There was lots of pictures of her and her children where they looked extremely happy, well taken care of, not malnourished, definitely fed. And keep in mind, Haley lived in a whole different state than Bougie.
Yeah.
And
she's never really seen me be a parent, like without me having help. You know what I mean? Like being in her home, there's a household of people who can help me. She's never actually seen me be a parent because I didn't give her that opportunity. I cut her off when I had my kids. Never let her come in the delivering. I never let her come to any of my births. I felt like she did not deserve that. I didn't let her, I didn't give her that privilege. But I still found myself in situations where it's like, oh, I think I need my mom. You know what I mean? She's done all this fucked up shit to me, but I want my mom. Maybe this time will be different.
Right. I mean, that's kind of the same with the battered woman syndrome. It's the same, key traits. Trapper Keeper asked, and Trapper Keeper, I could actually go back on my phone and look because I stayed on the phone with Bougie her whole trip down to South Carolina to pick Haley up, and then I was on the phone with her a lot of the time. One thing I did notice, though, is that she wouldn't really talk on the phone with Haley around, and now I know why. Because she was telling me one thing, and it was actually something completely different. Like, she was telling me how her grandson is autistic and nonverbal and yada, yada, yada. But yet, come to find out from Haley, Bougie had never been around that grandchild. So, of course, he's not gonna talk.
Yeah, he just met you. Of course, he's not gonna open up to you. Like, he's shy. But once he gets comfortable with you, yeah, you're gonna see.
Oh, yeah, Trapper Keeper. Hold on. Okay, so Trapper Keeper's asking. Hold on. I'm gonna read both parts because I know I think I read the one. Hang on. It says, Haley, I saw in another chat people wanting to know how long your mom in South Carolina last February. And so then I spoke up about me being on the phone with her, and they said, can Haley tell us? He's got people say she was there much longer.
Wait, when she came and got me?
She was saying it was only for 24 hours. Well, I can tell you that's a lot. But Haley, how long do you think you guys were down there last time when she came to get you?
Say a couple days. We had to go to a hotel room and we'll get another flight back here. But she did come out there and she did help me. I mean, I had 2 kids, and she can be helpful when she wants to be, and that's why I kind of excuse a lot, because I'm like, oh, well, she did help me. But just because you helped me doesn't mean you get to treat me like this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, one thing that was kind of a red flag for me is that she went out, you guys were at the hotel, and you needed feminine stuff, and I asked your mom, do you want me to DoorDash it to you guys? And she said, no, it's okay, I'll go grab it. But she said, girl, all she's done is been on her phone the whole time that she's been with me. But that didn't make sense, and I think I brought this up to you privately. It didn't make sense because she told me that the baby daddy smashed your phone, so I was like, how could she be on the phone?
Right. I had no phone. That's why I had to use my son's tablet to create a text-free account and get a hold of her. I had no phone.
She kept telling us it was 24 hours. She missed court. That's why people are asking. No, it was longer than 24 hours. Trapper Keeper, I can tell you, she was down there for longer than 24 hours.
And my thing is, she likes to say I'm always on my phone. But it's like, how do you know if I'm always on my phone if you're always on your phone?
Right.
Like, come on now.
That's when she stole the suitcase from Target by accident. I must have missed that, you guys. She lied to the courts. 1 second, y'all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I say something really fast? Haley, honey, I have to work early in the morning. I'm gonna still be in the live, but I have to jump down out of the boxes. I'll be listening in the chat. First of all, thank you, right, for reaching out to me and OG and trusting us, right? I'm so sorry that you have this life and this mother that is just I don't want to talk bad about your mother, right? But she's a horrible human being. I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. Just know that there are a lot of women on this app that is going to support you through this. If you want to reach out to a few, there's been some in your boxes. And if you have any questions, your requests are going to be filled, right? If you have any questions on any accounts that are requesting you or anything like that, I know you said you went private, keep it private. Reach out to one of us and we'll let you know who's good and who's there to actually help you and support you through this. You just stay strong, baby, stay strong, and take one day at a time. I hope to God that there's not too much backlash from you coming out here and speaking your truth, right? This is what this was. You reached out to us. You wanted your story to be told because your mother came on this internet and exploited you and your children. And that is not okay. And she painted this fucking horrible picture of all of that. And you wanted your truth to be told. So I hope you feel better and you were able to get off your chest what you got off your chest today. And I hope that you could sleep well and wake up in the morning and feel refreshed from releasing all of this information. You guys have a good night. I'm going to be down in the comments. You're welcome, baby. I'll talk to you later, honey.
Love your face.
Good night.